everybody, and welcome to another episode of In the Tunnel Sports Media. I'm your host, LaKayla Hernandez, a.k.a. The It Girl, and I'm here with my co-stars, Pat the Truth Truesdale.
What's up, H-Town?
All right, and Dallas Melvin Williams.
Y'all know it. What's going on, In the Tunnel fans?
Okay, and lastly, we have our special guest on tonight, basketball guru, MAvs Anthony.
What up, yo? He ain't no special.
Ain't nothing special about MAvs.
Yes.
Nothing special about
You know
MAvs
what's
at all.
special about me? Is that you recognize enough to ask me to keep coming back.
Special. Well, we got to support
I was about to say,
everybody.
I want you back, 'cause you
we
ain't no guest,
support
though.
special education. We support extended
man.
education, all that. So,
Right.
but we happy to have you, though.
Perfect. Thank you for being on the show. And we're here live every Tuesday at On the Rocks in historic Third World, Houston. Okay, make sure y'all come out and see us live. Get in on the conversation, have some drinks, and just, chill out and see what we have to offer.
OST.
On OST. On OST.
Okay, you good?
Got you. And lastly, before we dive into the sports topics for the day, make sure you like, comment, subscribe In the Tunnel Sports Media on YouTube, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook. We got it all, y'all. Make sure y'all follow us, and thank y'all for being on today.
I'm just happy we got a new family member. Thank you
Of
for being
course.
here.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy she in between us today, so I don't have to,
my.
get with it.
Hey,
You know, they step
I'm
back.
happy.
Just saying.
I'm referee.
I'm happy for you
refereeing
too, because
today.
that might be some really whack stuff
I'm
to
just
do.
saying.
That'd be
I'm
the
just
worst
saying.
day of your life.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
happy you don't feel that way no more,
Y'all
man.
ain't got to feel frisky no more.
Yeah.
Pause.
All right, guys, now let's get into our first topic of the night, the NBA draft. The first round is happening today at 7 p.m. Now, let's talk about it. The top prospects, who's the top picks? What's your opinion on that, guys?
Miles, who you think the top pick?
I think it depends on who gets I don't think that Washington's going to stay in the first pick.
Right.
I think they're going to trade down. And it depends on who gets it, who I think is probably going to be Utah, which makes AJ the pick because everybody wants AJ in Utah, and that's what he wants to be. And they got Danny Ainge, so Danny Ainge does all that work. Without a doubt, it's going to be AJ if Utah has the first pick.
Right.
Otherwise, anybody else, other than those two, it's going to be Darren Peterson.
But I'm going to ask you this. Let me ask all y'all this. Do y'all think this is one of the best drafts since LeBron James? Because the kid from BYU said this is the best draft since, was that 03 draft, whatever?
I think it's one of the most deep drafts.
Yes,
It's one of the
I would say
deepest
that.
drafts. I don't know superstar potential, if we got to see that, but I think it's deep enough to say, hey, you're going to get really good picks at 8, 9, 10, 12. Normally 8, 9, 10, 12, you start running off into people G League territory at this point.
So what I would say is, to your point, I think there's superstar potential there, but they just haven't shown it yet. Unlike players of the past, when Carmelo came out, you knew he was going to be a star.
Well, in 03, they had a
LeBron
bunch of
came out,
superstars.
you knew he was going to be a star. Players like that. Dwayne Wade came out, you knew he was going to be a star. Bosh. So we got
TJ
solid
Ford,
players. Yeah, you got TJ Ford. You knew he was going to be a star. We got solid players like a DeBonsta, a Peterson, a Wagler, a Flemings out of Houston, Boozer.
Yeah.
But everybody's saying they're all solid players. They're all lottery players.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all
But I don't know. I don't see any of them like stars yet.
Oh, I see
I
a
see the
star.
kid from
I see-
Kansas.
Yeah, Caleb,
if he just don't.
Caleb Wilson could be a star.
Yes.
Could be.
I think guaranteed starter who has the highest ceiling is Darren Peterson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darren Peterson
agree.
could be a superstar in
He
this
is
league.
scary,
That's
but
the
I
guy
think
that
AJ
yes.
Dembasa could be a star. But I believe Darren Peterson could be
I agree 100%.
face of the league, superstar type status.
But what I'm saying is, coming out of college, their
He
book
could
of
do
work,
it this year.
their book of work, like the ones I named before, they had a book of work. Even Carmelo, he only stayed 1 year, but he had a book of work
Absolutely.
that said, when you get to the league, you're gonna be a superstar.
Yeah.
Everybody else we're talking about right now, not saying it's bad projections, but it's projections.
Right.
But one thing about these guys, like the kid from Arkansas, kid from Kansas, kid at BYU, they already got it together. It's not like they got to gain 10 pounds. These
Yeah,
guys
they're
already
big.
coming
They're
in.
tall and big.
Boozer's a big boy.
Do things.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the beautiful thing, because if you go back then, a lot of those guys had certain things they had to work on. These kids, they put them put together.
I was
What you think,
iffy on
Miles?
Boozer until about 3 days ago. 'Cause I really sat and thought about it. And if this was 6, 7 years ago, I'd say Boozer ain't gonna make it.
Right.
But if you look at the shift of the way the NBA is going, It's not so much a bunch of second basketball. It's not that everybody got to shoot 100 threes. The big guys are starting to get play again in the post, right? Like there's starting to be some movement back in there, and I think that's good for Boozer. He doesn't have to go out there and guard guys on three-point line all the time. He don't have to be a face to basket the whole time type player. So I think even he has a high upside. It's going to be very interesting to see how this all shakes out.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Now let's get to it. The pre-trade happened yesterday. Everybody's been talking about it. Giannis was traded to the Miami Heat, man. We all knew Giannis was going to go somewhere, but were you guys expecting the Miami Heat? What's your thoughts on that, Dallas?
I would have put a lot of money he was going to Boston, simply because Boston is more of a ready-made team to win right now. I mean, they just won with Tatum and Brown, so you got Tatum and Giannis on that team, as well as, from what I'm hearing, they offered Brown and two first round picks. So that's a nice haul for a Milwaukee team. You're giving up a superstar, but you're also getting back at least a star, what some people feel like is a superstar, MVP of the finals. So to me, they got a haul with Miami. Where you got Tyler Hero, you got those other three players, you got 3 first-round draft choices. So you're in a full rebuild mode. To me, if they got Jaylen Brown, they would have been in a retool mode.
I think some things that are not being noticed. Tyler Hero's from Milwaukee.
No, for
and
sure.
when we talk about Cooper Flagg being in Dallas, Tyler Hero can legitimately be that in Milwaukee. So there's some automatic buy-in right there from the fans in Milwaukee, right? You get more draft picks, you get more players, and during that retool and that rehaul, it's better paint on the walls. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, we know Jaylen Brown would have been the best player they could have got out of those two. And we know those 2 first-round picks might have been really good. But you get 4 players who are good young players, or 3 good young players, and Tyler Hero, and you get draft picks, and you get swaps into 33 and 35 or something like that. They had 2 pick swaps in the early 2030s, which means
2030.
It's crazy, ain't it?
Crazy to say that, yeah.
But the fact that at that point, Giannis is now gone, Bam is now gone. Getting those swaps from Miami are big then, because those might not be a great team then. You know what I mean?
They're thinking for
and
the
so
future.
that's bigger, that's a longer look into what Milwaukee did. And also, I agree with you. I thought Boston had a huge shot, which obviously they did, had a great shot. But you don't put nothing past Pat Riley, man.
Yeah.
Pat Riley will get it done. And Miami got a great look too. Him and Bam, if they can get, what's old boy's name? Guy don't have one blank, that they got from the Clippers a couple years ago to do his thing.
Norman Powell?
Norman Powell.
They say he's not coming back.
They said that before they got Giannis. You start thinking about that when you get Giannis and Bam. You know, and Pat Riley knows how to add the right pieces to make it a 2-year deal. And last thing I'm going to say is, Spoelstra is probably the best coach in the league, right? Eric Spoelstra took
I can agree
Jimmy
to that.
Butler and Bam Adebayo to the finals twice. And the fact that if you give me Giannis and Bam, that's a better look than Jimmy and Bam. And no telling what he does better.
Well, you know, he learned from the best. What's his name with the Lakers? Played with the Lakers.
But Spoelstra learned from Riley.
Yeah, I'm talking about Riley, but yeah.
So I think it's a good look across the board.
Who you think won
Miami
in the
won.
trade?
Miami won now. Milwaukee might have won the long run.
Here's a question I have, though. Because we act like these players grow on trees. Would you not say that Jaylen Brown is a top 5 player in the league right now? You might say Wemby's better than him.
Top 5 or 7. I'll give it to you.
Wemby's better than him. Who else is better than him?
Wemby right
Shea.
now, Shea. Joker. Maybe. Giannis, maybe.
Yeah. You taking Giannis over Jaylen Brown right now? If you getting ready to have to start a team,
Absolutely.
you taking Giannis over Jaylen
And
Brown right
I
now?
love Jaylen Brown.
Okay, so that's 4. That's 4.
You got those 4. I may take Jalen Brunson over him at this moment.
Before the finals, you wouldn't have said that.
No, before
No,
the
but
finals,
at
he
this
would have.
moment, I'm
Okay. So what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, you had a chance to trade what you feel like is a 3 or 4 player to get a 5 player. And why wouldn't you do that?
Because just because you have 1 5 player and a bunch of nobodies doesn't mean you win. You got to think about the long-term retool. Milwaukee's, let me tell you something. If Milwaukee's not the place that gets 1 superstar and everybody flocks to it, they have to build it. The only certain places like that, LA, New York, Boston, Chicago maybe, and Miami. Like, they get a superstar, everybody going to want to go live there and work with him and play with him and make it happen. That's not happening in Milwaukee.
Yeah, they
got to
have
build that team themselves, and they understand that.
I mean, shit, last time they won a championship, the year I was born, 71 before they won it. So it's a different place.
Yeah,
and even those
it's a
dudes
different
left.
type of environment.
Man, Lou Alcindor changed his name and went to L.A. Like, people, Oscar Robertson left. Like, people don't stay in Milwaukee and play, and superstars don't go there. When was the last, other than Damian Lillard to go play with Giannis, and he was old, like, you don't necessarily get superstars to go to Milwaukee.
But that's my point, though. You had Giannis, and they built around him. Now you got. So would you rather build around Jaylen Brown or Tyler Hero, the local dude from Milwaukee?
Thing is,
come on, man. Tyler Hero, Jaylen Brown.
I would rather
man.
build around Jaylen Brown. But you have less draft picks and less players and less time to do it because they got those picks all the way to 2033.
Yeah.
So they can
They
build
got
with
time
more
to build,
pieces
yeah.
on their call versus trying to call free agents to come because you only got 2 draft picks to go with it.
Miles, you know what's crazy? I had to meet up with 3 freshmen I got coming, 3 kids, 8th grade coming their freshman year. Then I looked at them and I said, man, y'all bringing out the new decade, 2030. So I'm already on my 2030 recruit list already. That's crazy.
Bro, the kids I coached, it was funny. I was playing the tournament in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And it had my team 31. I'm like, what's 31? Like, you know, like my daughter's class of 38. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yes, no,
I'm
time
just
goes by
saying,
so fast.
you want the pretty girl right now, or you want to wait for the pretty girl 10 years from now?
Milwaukee
At 30,
has to
33.
build a whole roster.
They're trying to build an organization.
They gotta build an
around
organization.
them.
You
That's
can't
what
build with
they're
2
trying
first
to build.
rounders?
No.
Jaylen Brown and 2 first
2
rounders.
first rounders in the next 2 years. Name 2 guys in high school and college you're going to be able to put with Jaylen Brown and get a chip. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, that's
Not going to happen.
yeah.
I agree with
I agree with him too.
Okay.
All
Ain't
right.
like we got Wemby coming out next year.
Hold on, we in the
We got some people
We in the
commenting in the
chat.
chat. We got some people commenting in the
Creature
chat.
said hello. Brian Jackson said load management. Shake my head. Somebody said Wild Miami. Somebody also said the new
What
draft
management is he talking about?
load management in college.
He's talking about Darren.
Peterson.
Hey,
And
they
then-
stop, quit making dudes go to college and you stop seeing it.
And then somebody said plus Jaylen Brown is a malcontent, so they didn't want him.
No, I don't think that was the case.
I think that they were like you said, they were thinking for the future, so they were trying to set themselves
Absolutely.
up to build the organization. All right, y'all, let's go on to the next topic in the draft. Julius Randle. So he was traded to the Brooklyn Knicks. As far as the Minnesota Timberwolves, they got traded to the Chicago Bulls with Nick Clayton. So what did you guys
Actually,
output
he
on
got
that?
traded to Brooklyn.
Nick
Brooklyn
Clayton?
Nets, right?
Yeah,
Nick
Julius Randle.
Claxton went
No,
to the
he got
Bulls.
to the
Oh, he got
Bulls.
sent to-
Yeah,
He got sent to the Bulls,
Julius
yeah.
Randle got
went
sent
to
to
the
the
Nets.
Knicks. Yes,
bad.
it was like a 3-team trade.
This the it girl, man. Come
bad,
on,
dude.
come on. She got it.
Hey, man, between
That's
the,
what it stands for. She got it.
between the music and these guys arguing
She
next
got
to me, I'm not
it.
hearing everything. I apologize. Go ahead.
Nah, you
No,
good.
you good, you good. So let's get y'all opinion on that.
Well, Randall was the problem in Minnesota, so it was the best thing they did get rid of him. Because I don't think Ant-Man going nowhere. They've
No.
been a
I don't think
better-
Ant-Man's
That's
going
his
anywhere,
team.
and I don't necessarily know
his
if he's the problem, but his contract was a problem. He was not matching his contract. That's the problem, more or less. I know he was not
Yeah.
happy in the locker room,
yeah.
but you can't not be happy in the locker room and not match your contract. That's
Right.
the 2 issues.
What is the difference between Minnesota and Milwaukee?
Oh, it's a big difference.
Yeah, it's definitely.
You got
a big
stars
difference.
flocking to go to play in Minnesota.
Minnesota, it might be cold, but it's a good place. It's a lot there.
What stars you got flocking to go to Minnesota?
That's what I'm asking.
You don't.
So, guess what?
But they have had stars in the past. You had,
They had
Name me
Kevin
a- name me
Garnett
a
that they
star
drafted, but
drafted.
nobody.
Name me a
Yeah.
star that went to Minnesota.
went to a starter for a
star,
trade.
a star that
Okay.
said, "Hey, I want to go play in
And
Minnesota."
here's my thing, though.
Well, ain't that, but they had players in the past.
Because
man.
they
They-
drafted him. He's
Yeah.
talking about players that want to go.
So here's my thing. Why wouldn't Milwaukee do the same thing that Minnesota has done in the past that's gotten in the Western Conference Championship? Randall, trade. Go Rudy Gobert, trade. Free agency. Nick Alexander,
They hope to
trade
do
free
that.
agency. They just had a chance to go do that with Jaylen Brown.
Well, it's going to be some guys going to want to go play.
That's all I'm saying.
They
Y'all
want to
keep
go play
talking
with
about
that
building
man.
the organization.
But they got more pieces to do it with from Miami. You
Yeah.
only get 2 pieces to do it with
From Boston,
Jaylen Brown.
yeah.
You get
Two
draft
good
picks.
pieces.
But you got multiple players and multiple draft picks to do it with that you got from
You got more
Miami.
chances.
But Miles,
Yeah,
the
play a
question I
lot
got
of
to ask you
advantages.
is, you said never been nobody want to go there and play. Like we said, I don't think Ant-Man going anywhere. Do you think somebody going to want to go, this player's going to want to go play
So
with
who's going to play with
Who
Ant?
wants to go play with Ant in Minnesota? The reason they got rid of his contract is so they could sign Ayo.
The guy that got from Chicago.
Right.
It was a trade. It was a trade. That's what I'm saying.
He don't leave.
That's what I'm
'Cause
saying.
If he leave,
Yeah.
what's his name? Ain't gonna be out there with
Yeah,
nobody.
Edwards. Yeah.
And even those trades you talk about that Minnesota did, they traded Cat away, and the Knicks got better, and Minnesota got worse. They got Gobert from Utah, but it wasn't hard for Utah to get. They can't get no worse.
Robin says mixed feelings on the Bucks trade. I think the organization is hoping to get another diamond in the rough from those draft picks. I agree with that 1,000%. That's
Yeah.
my point.
And they get more draft picks from Miami than they do Boston. And those draft picks earlier the first couple years.
So the second rounders, that's what's going to put them on the
Here's
top.
what I'm saying. You gotta say this. A second rounder in Miami right now might not be far from a first. If he goes to Boston, they win a championship, then that first rounders might as well be a second round pick anyway, because it's so high in the first round.
I disagree, but go ahead, it girl.
Go ahead.
Man, we'll stop it at that, y'all. Okay.
Oh, before we go on though, so why do y'all not, because we in Houston, right? Why wouldn't the Rockets go after Julius Randle? They need a second scorer. Because when KD come off the floor,
We don't know if they did or they didn't, but I'm willing to bet the reason
Come on
they
now.
didn't, the reason they didn't is because they wanted to get Jaylen Brown if he don't go to Dallas. If he didn't go there. That's
he
why
don't-
they gonna go there. They don't go after Jaylen Brown since he didn't go to Milwaukee.
what they have to offer to get Jaylen?
Well,
If they get Jaylen Brown, I'm like, they
don't know.
they
Well, it's
awesome.
going to be some strange
They
stuff
awesome.
going on
You
tonight.
know who I say
Yeah.
you gotta get rid of? I'm gonna say it every day till it happens. Shagun gotta go.
So
I give Shagun, but
who you giving up for Jaylen Brown on the Rockets team? Give us a hypothetical trade.
Shagun, a draft pick, and Tari Eason. Y'all can have them. Bye.
Don't say my boy Jabari Smith. That's good.
Don't you have to?
Okay, I like
Don't
that.
you have to give up KD to make the money work though?
Shagun's a max player. What
Oh
are you
yeah.
talking about?
Okay.
There's going to be some crazy
I like that.
going on.
Yeah.
Shagun, Tari
I did
Eason,
like that
and
too.
a
Yeah,
draft
because
pick.
Tari Eason, he a free agent.
The thing with draft day, no matter what sport it is, crazy stuff going on tonight. And they said tonight it's going to be some craziness going to go on.
Yeah, there's gonna be some
and we're
stuff
going to see
done
what the
today.
Rockets do because they've been quiet.
Well, they don't have a draft pick in the first round.
They
Philly got the draft pick.
They got two second
They got
round
2 in the second round.
Yeah.
And you know, I do trust. I have some in the back of my mind. I may be 100% wrong. Tells me Raphael Stone trades up to the first round. Somehow, some way.
No, I think so.
Well, long as they find him a
Especially if
good-
you can go get Jaylen Brown.
As long as they found him a good point guard in the second
Yeah.
round, like Brunson went in the second round. They found him a good point guard out there from some sleeping school or overseas. They got to get a point guard.
They do.
Why wouldn't Jaylen Brown go to?
All of you have to get a point guard.
Why wouldn't Jaylen Brown go to Minnesota and play with Ant?
What you gonna trade for him now to go to Minnesota? Because he doesn't want to really be the second guy.
He wants to be the man,
top
right?
guy. He
That's
wants to
what
run
I'm
the
waiting for
team.
somebody to
And
say.
he doesn't want to be the second guy.
So where he gonna go and not be the second guy?
Houston. KD is the second guy if he comes to them.
And
And
Yeah,
Ime
KD's more of a
Udoka is the
follower.
coach.
he can't carry a
Ime
team.
Yeah,
Udoka is
he
the coach.
can't.
That's
He
his
can't.
boy.
Yeah,
He
they-
the coach.
He
Yeah,
did play with him in
team.
Boston, did it?
He come right. He the man right now. Ooh. That happens right there.
All right. Rockets GM. Both of you on the phone. I'm talking to you right now. We're here at Intertunnel Sports Media. You got to make it happen. Jaylen Brown to the Rockets. That will change your trajectory. The Rockets will be in the playoffs. We got to talk about my Mavs here in a second, but Rockets will be in the playoffs. Ayo is a good player. Oh, the heavy hitter said Ayo's a good player. I think Chicago should have kept him.
Should have, but that was a long time ago. That was years ago.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
He's gonna have to get.
On
He's
to
gonna
the
have to
next.
hopefully do an off-season program because all those cramps and all that stuff was a struggle for him in the playoffs. So yeah.
All right, now on to your Mavs, like how you said. They got a new head coach, Dusty May. coming from Michigan, winning the NCAA tournament in 2026. How does that make you feel, Dallas?
Come on now. That is the next pillar in a championship run that the Dallas Mavericks will be going on in the next couple of years. So we have one of the best players in the league in Cooper Flagg, one Rookie of the Year. Then you go get a championship coach who's proven he can do it not only with at a big school but at a small school, so you don't have to have all the money. He's good at evaluating talent, good at developing people. And you got the president who built a program in Toronto to allow them to win a championship by going to get that one piece that they needed left over, which was Kawhi at the time. So I am ecstatic over that. I thought they were going to go get John Shire. I'm good with either one, but now you got an innovative coach that's going to come in and really change the game for the Mavericks.
Hey, you know what's crazy is he was already talking about going to the NBA.
Yeah.
So a lot of people weren't surprised that he made that jump. That's all we talk about the NBA. He took a good job. I give him that. I don't know what y'all going to do.
I'm just happy they didn't get a retread,
Your
too.
question.
Resume, too.
Actually, do you want the question or the statement first? Which one you want?
Go ahead and give me the statement.
That's the question. I don't see what's so great about it. I haven't seen a college championship coach step into the NBA and do well in a long time, and there's a reason why, right? Like, having control over college kids and NBA kids is totally different.
Okay.
Running what they run in the NBA and running what they run in college is totally different. Running practices, schedules, things are totally different. Calipari tried it, didn't work. Patino tried it, didn't work.
Only one coach did it, though.
Who?
Larry Brown.
No, the guy coach
Came in and was good, but he didn't win a championship right away.
Okay, what's name didn't win it? From Florida.
He was
with
good,
Oklahoma.
but he didn't win nothing.
Championship, yeah.
Like, Billy Donovan didn't win nothing.
Yeah, Billy Donovan, yeah.
So, I mean, I don't understand why it's such a great thing. I think some things are a lot better to you than they are for you. It feels good to you. Doesn't mean it's going to be good for you.
He got his hand worked, because that West going to be strong.
What is so innovative about what he did other than be bigger than everybody else in college to win?
Had older players.
And had older players. What was so innovative that you said he was going to bring to the Mavericks? That was the question. What's the innovation?
So, since we have the it girl on the show, I'm going to tell you the it thing that he's going to bring.
Okay, tell us.
He went to FAU and took a squad that had only been NCAA one time and got him to the tournament 2 years in a row, and not only at the Final Four. So what do you have to do in order to do that is be innovative. You can't go out there because you don't have the best players. None of his players went on to be Hall of Famers in the NBA. You have to be innovative, and you have to, and that's where coaching matters, right? And then, hold on for a second, and then not only that, he, from a small school, FAU, which if I say FAU and say get in the chat, tell me what FAU stands for.
Florida Atlantic University.
You can, but most people can't. So with that being said, Michigan, they know what Michigan is, right? And Michigan hadn't won a championship in over 25 years.
That's the same thing that old boy did, that Brad Stevens did when he went, and he didn't win nothing in Boston either.
He didn't get him to the finals in Boston?
If you want the playoffs, congratulations.
No, I said the finals.
Boston, no, he didn't get him to the finals. He made Udoka got him to the finals.
Oh, the year after Brad Stevens left. Yeah, you're right. He became a GM.
So there's a difference. And especially to that example, what Brad Stevens has is very close to what Dusty May has. When you can coach a team that doesn't have a superstar, doesn't have an ego, you do really well.
You can mold
Brad Stevens' problem, when he had a team and Kyrie Irving was hurt, they played really well because nobody was a superstar yet. Jason Tatum became a superstar. Jaylen Brown became a superstar and didn't know how to work that into the thing. When you have superstars versus a team full of a lot of great players, right? Like Jay Wright never had no superstars, and well, we didn't know they were superstars yet, right?
And they didn't know they were superstars.
Right, exactly, right?
They didn't know they were superstars.
It's a different coaching job than egotistical superstars. And for you to win the NBA, you got to have egotistical superstars.
But Miles, I got a question to ask you. And I know we talked about this before. When you talk about from college to pro, a coach never won it, which happens in football. But do you think the coach at Denver could win at Carolina? Because I know the game is changing in college because they're going with these guys overseas, big like Illinois. And with the pipeline he had in Denver, what do you think he can do? I know we talked about that. I just want to rewind it right quick.
So NBA system and college system is totally different.
We know that. Yeah.
Different basketball, the rules are different, the pace, the speed,
style of play is different.
The style of play is totally
the halves are different.
Right? You win in college with your bigs. NBA, you win. Your bigs come and play vital pieces, but you win with your guard.
You do.
If he makes that adjustment, or if he doesn't make the adjustment, I think he might catch some people slipping at first. I don't know if he wins championship. I don't know if he can recruit the way a lot of other college coaches recruiting has, because recruiting is totally different.
But if he got the pull overseas, especially being in the NBA, I know he got some
You
pull.
think college kids don't have to pull, college coaches don't have to pull overseas now?
I'm sure they do. I'm just saying with him.
LSU just loaded up with 10 of them.
Yeah, but I'm saying with him, where he come from, NBA with the bigger boy. That's what I'm saying.
In the chat, he said he's a people person.
And I'm a people person. Don't mean I can win a championship.
You got to know how to build relationships.
You
for
think
people who
Jason
wanna
Kidd was a
listen to
people
you, though.
person?
No, I don't think the NBA players care if you're a people person.
You know, they don't.
I think and a lot of times now they respect your history.
You don't
your
think Mitch
pedigree.
Johnson is a people person?
I think he is. I don't think it matters whether you're a good coach or not.
Well, you can be a player's coach, but you got to win at the end of the day.
I think it just matters where you get along with your guys.
And at the end of the
your
day,
guys either gonna respect you or get along with you in the NBA.
But
as long as they don't lose either one of those, you fine. You be respected or get along.
And that's great because people don't realize that West is finna be super strong. That's why it was New York. This was their year to win it.
Yeah.
Man, the West is finna run it. And
So
San Antonio got them draft picks still.
Yeah.
Oklahoma got them draft picks. Denver, you know, like I said, well, no, we got under here. But the West finna be strong.
The West was already strong.
Yeah.
My question is, do you think Thibodeau was a people person?
Hell no.
And they would switch it over to Mike Brown, and all of a sudden they win the NBA
Mike Brown
Finals.
also got 15 years, 20 years of NBA coaching experience. Dusty May doesn't have that. Mike Brown coached Kobe, he coached LeBron, he coached Sacramento, and was under Greg Popovich all them years, and was under Steve Kerr the other years. That type of experience, Dusty May ain't bringing it to your team.
I didn't say he was Mike Brown. You said it didn't matter. I don't think NBA players care if you're a people person or you like it or not. And that's the perfect example. Thibodeau ran him into the ground. They retired, and Mike Brown came in and catered to him.
Mike Brown also played 8, 9 different people, 10 people deep in the playoffs when Thibodeau didn't.
Right.
That's not people person. That's coaching decisions. Because Mike Brown would have never put Clarkson out there with Jalen Brunson and said, "Give me a game," when you ain't played in 2 months. Mike Brown would have never put Alvarado out there and said, "Give me a game," when you ain't played in 2 months. That's coaching. That had nothing to do with him being a nice guy. That's just, hey, I got to do something
Coaching
different than what's working.
strategies.
That's coaching strategy. That's coaching decisions.
So Truesdale, you deal with kids all the time, high school, college, and you know some pros. You tell me, in your opinion, and I'm not saying this is your opinion, I'm just saying in your opinion, do you think the mentality of the athlete today is to respond to the quintessential not people person or the a-hole?
Well,
Do they take the yelling and the screaming and the you gonna do this and all that? Do they take that well?
No, they don't take that good. That's the people kind of foundation they come from. Some kids come from coaching background, come from a household.
Most kids, they don't come from just normal kids that's going to play sports. Parents sign them up. They've been playing for 4 or 5 years, football, you know, and they think he's gonna be a superstar. But you get a tough coach that said, "I think he'd be a superstar, but you got to coach that kid hard."
But here's the deal. They deal with more coaching and barking and yelling in college than they do in the pros. Let's start there. And when I say not being a people person, I don't mean being a tyrant.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You can't be a tyrant. Because them kids are making more money, going in and complain.
Wasn't a people person, but Jason Kidd's resume is too long not to be respected. So you either going to respect the resume or you going to be the people person. You could be either one. Long as you're good at what you're doing, they'll follow you either way.
I agree.
And what Mike Brown did in replacing Tom Thibodeau, which, by the way, I didn't think he was going to do, it wasn't about to be the people person. That dude made some great coaching decisions.
Absolutely.
When it mattered. And what he did do, part of being a people person, was he got them dudes fighting for each other. Like one of the big things in Game 5, I think it was Game 4 or 5. What was the last game? 1 5. That'd be 3. Game 3, when Cat was in foul trouble for 75% of the game, had like 5 points, and came back and killed Wemby in the last 3-4 minutes of that game. That type of stuff wouldn't happen under Thibodeau.
Right.
At all.
San Antonio, ain't gonna say it killed San Antonio. Gave all them games away they lost, except for the first game.
They got them games taken away.
So we got
them games took
If
from
I
them.
cry,
I wouldn't hear it go.
We got the chat. We got the chat that says Dusty May. Dusty May is a tactical person, not an NBA experience, but tailor his lineup according to his opponents in the past.
So what's your ceiling and floor for Dusty May? What's your ceiling and how long?
I say make the play-in round at least this year. Make the play-in round. If you can get out, great. Hopefully you can. It'll depend on how healthy Kyrie and everybody stay and the moves we make. But next year, you 4 or 5 in the West. You in the hunt to make a.
You think that's what he does?
Yeah. I
So
think
you said in 2 years he'll be in the top half of the West. Top
half of the West in 2 years.
Top 4 or 5 people in the West.
I'll say at least 5 by next year.
You want to put something on it?
Yeah, we put.
Let's put some on it. Let's shake on it right now. Shake on it right now.
We're gonna make the
Figure it out. I'll shake on it.
Shake on it right now.
Yeah.
Y'all see the official here. First
Dude.
shake in the Tunnel Sports Media. All right, now let's get into our next topic, guys. So the Oklahoma Sooner baseball team, they won the college national championship.
To say the least.
Yeah.
Who cares?
They had a hell of a
cares? They're
I
terrible.
mean, I thought
I watched that
Georgia.
game like, good Lord.
Yeah,
They beat
my
the
boy
brakes
was
off
right. I
them.
got to give my boy Austin a lot of credit. He said that OU got a pitching machine. They got some hell of a pitchers, hell of a batters, and they
Yeah.
showed that.
You know what was the best story
always
of that
have a
to
good
me?
baseball team.
Was the pitcher that came, and his brother went to the bench to allow his little brother to be the starter, to be an opener. Like
That
that.
happened.
Huh?
That happened this season.
Yeah, so Oklahoma had a guy, he was one of their starting pitchers, and his brother was at a smaller school. I forgot what his little brother went to. And they recruited his brother to come to Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
And he said, hey, you can have my starting position. I'll go to the bullpen. And his brother pitched last night, and they won.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I love
I
that
ain't had my little
story.
brother take my spot for no reason. I love you to death, but you ain't taking my spot. We just got to lose
He
this
had
trophy.
faith
Oh,
in
let
his
that
brother.
man get his glory. You already got your glory, man.
He don't get his glory anyway, but he ain't taking my
I
spot.
just want to take note that the 2 teams that came from the Big 12 a few years ago are coming in the SEC and running it. UT won the softball championship. OU won the baseball championship. UT got to the college playoffs first couple years in the league, won SEC regular season one year.
When's UT never in the baseball World Series?
They were in it. They were in it.
They always in
They-
it. I'm not saying they always win it, but they always in it.
They was in it the year they lost.
They won last year. They won that.
They
Yeah,
always-
They
so
always in it. So what's the big
How did
deal?
we get UT on this freaking?
Yeah,
like, UT got nothing to
subject.
do with
why,
none of this.
why wouldn't we talk? You can't talk about OU without talking about UT.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Come on,
OU
you
was a
can't-
lot better than UT this year.
No, they happen to win a
You know,
game
you
or
got a
2
good
more.
softball program.
They happen to win a game or 2 more. So all you Sooner fans,
A game or two.
take your day, because you
Man,
only
give
get
them
one
their
of them.
props, man. Give them their flowers.
Yeah,
You only get one. You only get one of them.
Give
U of H is coming for you, Sooner fans.
I did want to bring something up, though.
Okay.
The 30th anniversary of the inaugural WNBA game happened this past weekend against the New York Liberty and the LA Sparks. They had my girl Lisa Leslie in the building looking fabulous. And I saw like a special on them. And they were saying, man, back in the day, 30 years ago, they weren't even thinking as far as like, wow, the league would even, make it this far. And they were like, we were just saying, happy to be there. So what are you guys' thoughts on the WNBA going to their 30th season, having that whole
Unlike
inaugural
you,
thing?
I know you're not old enough to remember when that happened.
I can do
He's
some
an
research.
old ass till
I was
his age.
graduating high school. No, seriously. It's dope though, because remember they actually had 2 leagues come out that year. It was the WNBA and the ABL came out that year. So a lot of the stars that we know actually went to the ABL first. Don Staley and them or whatever. And they really had a lot of success coming out on the back of the 96 women's basketball team, the Olympic basketball team. And they had a lot of success, and it took a dip. So I'm glad they stuck with it and still around and still doing this thing. I still tell my kids to watch it because I think it's the best basketball for young kids to watch because most young kids aren't 6'7" with 45-inch verticals. So they learn how to play the game a lot better by watching what they do. And I think it's wonderful. I love it. I sit down and still watch it. So I think it's dope. I'm really happy and proud for them.
I think the NBA got behind them too, kind of kept it going because I know at one time it was behind it, but
Pushing
some of
it
those
more.
teams
Yeah,
closed.
they caught up some of those teams.
And some of the teams weren't owned by NBA owners.
Right.
So that played a major role too.
Yeah.
Them bringing the comics back here. Sparks was always owned by the Lakers, I think, right?
Sparks was always owned by the Lakers. The Knicks were always owned.
Liberty,
Houston always. At first they owned the Comets and they sold them. Yeah, absolutely. And I think they have real stars now that they're really promoting. They're really actually marketing
putting
stars
brand
down.
deals behind them
and a lot of
pushing them out there more.
And a lot of people don't want to give it no credit, but there's other good players as good as are better. But you got to give credit to Clark. She brought the ball up now, so it's going to be real interesting in basketball.
You done?
Yeah, she brought it up. She set the bar, man.
I think the
She was part of a couple people that set that bar.
I think the WNBA.
And no games were sold out
I
today.
think the WNBA.
She got popular because Angel Reese. Go ahead, carry on.
No, I was just saying. I think the WNBA finally got smart and followed the NBA model, which is we got to get faces of the league.
Yeah.
I think when they first rolled it out, they were trying to get fans of teams. And that worked to a certain extent, and then
People get behind players.
First, and then
That's what
teams.
happened to Clark.
Well, also,
So with that being said,
look,
now
she's
you
a great white hope. That's what they want.
see Angel
She's in
Reese.
commercials
She
everywhere.
changed
Oh,
teams,
she's everywhere
and all of a
in
sudden,
Indiana.
everybody buying an Atlanta jersey now. You got obviously Clark,
Asia, right.
buying Vegas jerseys, buying Vegas jerseys.
agree.
So I think
Chelsea
they finally
Gray.
saw the model.
And about a little rival.
But
They
also-
getting shuffling and everything in the
Yeah,
game.
they got a couple more
Like
rivals.
I say, Clark is all about. It's like last year in the NBA.
You start saying name Clark
players.
Players. Also,
Come on, man.
it's-
Anyway.
they've
What
done a
sells?
good job of going back to marketing the kids too.
Yeah.
You market to kids, little girls, little boys, regardless. Parents
They're gonna
pay.
tune in, yeah.
And they gonna stick with it. Like they will go with what you rock with as a kid. You rock with as an adult.
Right,
You'll
exactly.
support it.
That's a foundation.
They actually had left the kid market for a while and didn't work out as well. So I'm glad they went back there and went back to the kid market and it's working out. really well.
Yeah, because every time I look at TV, I see Clark come on 2-3 commercials. Yeah.
Hey, we in the chat.
What's your vendetta against Clark, man?
We're in the chat. Gloria Morgan said, "Hello, it girl. Hey, by the way, I'm on the show too, so feel free to say hello to me.
Hey.
You know, we've been here. I've been here for a minute, and I ain't getting no hellos. Where my
Get
boys
somebody
at?
from Dallas to say something.
Hold on. Somebody said, I think this year's WNBA game will be exciting. Are you guys attending?
Yes. I would love to attend.
I would love to.
I would love
Okay, wait
front
till the
row
comments
seats.
get here. I'm gonna get-
Oh yeah, when comments get
You're
here.
hearing it now in the tunnel. We want to be front row seats.
Oh, yeah.
Live broadcast. Let's put that into
can't wait till
fruition.
Somebody
now.
else said, don't forget about
Comedy
Faces of the
show.
League, Paige Becker. You know,
I like
Paige
Paige.
Becker's a lot better than Kaden Clark.
I love Paige. I love her
See,
authenticity.
it ain't the point of who's the best. It's about the marketing and selling.
I
That's
got
all
you
I'm
there, but that
saying.
Kaden Clark market's gonna fizz out.
it's
Yeah,
starting
right
to
now
because
it's
she's
out.
not doing as enough. She's not staying healthy in the league, and she's not putting
She
up the
arguing
stats.
with the coaches, the
but she's always
refs.
argued like that. They covered it up in college. That was she's always had a terrible attitude, and now you got a terrible attitude, and you're not a superstar anymore. You're not putting up superstar games. You have
Yeah.
good games. You are not the best player on your team, and you arguing, and you hurt, and you're not there. It becomes a bad
Yeah,
look
it
after
becomes
a while.
like a bad connotation around you.
Absolutely.
Here's what I will tell you: 30 years ago, they would not be saying that we would be talking about the WNBA
No,
That's
they
all
were-
I'm saying.
on our sports
That's my
show for
point.
this long.
Regardless of all that
For this
drama,
long, for sure.
She still brought a stamp, set the tone on certain things. That's all I got to say.
Yes.
I'm in marketing, so I know.
I completely agree. Okay, guys, we're starting to wrap up the show, so we want to get Truesdale. Let's get your truth moment going
Now,
on.
before we go there, though, we got to talk a little bit about the World Cup.
The
We
World
got to talk
Cup.
about the World Cup.
It is
The bit-
happening.
It's
It is
happening
happening.
right now.
It's happening right now.
The USA team is undefeated, which is fantastic. So we should be getting out of the group stage, going into the knockout round. Their next game is going to be this Thursday.
Okay,
So
okay.
make sure everybody
Where's
go
it at?
watch. I think it's Seattle. I think they're playing still. So they're still in the Northwest. They're still in the
Okay.
Northwest for sure.
You know,
And then go ahead.
You know, my thing is about the soccer thing is a lot of these teams are really good.
Yeah.
And USA is really good. And everybody wondering why they look good. I say, y'all don't get it? They got more black players. Think
You
about
know
it.
this?
You think about it. A lot of these countries got a bunch of black players. And them boys, USA got it too. Your boy Freeman played receiver for the Green Bay. So his son is real deal.
And you know, if we can't do nothing else, we can run.
Exactly.
We can run.
And then I think about the girls.
That's
Speaking of
not supposed
Dennis
to be.
Rodman, I love
You sound like old boy on the baseball announcer in the 40s. Talking about you got the special slave genes. You got racist real
It's
fast.
just good to see that and to get opportunities. And here's the thing, Melvin. I'm gonna say this, Dallas Melvin. In our community now, a lot of us played soccer for 2-3 years and move on to football.
I played for
The
9.
Exactly. And so the marketing now, people kidding them, and you got a chance to be a millionaire at 14.
No, for real.
So it's just one of them things. And even once they decide, because sports gets you ready, but being multiple sports get you ready for your main sport. I think about Elijah One being the golden. The
Yeah,
moves
he
had.
played soccer growing up.
Exactly.
And imagine his
soccer
footwork
give you the
because of that.
footwork that you can use no matter what sport you play.
Yeah, football,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hands down.
Yeah.
I also support Ivory Coast and Cape Verde because y'all have the best fans in the world.
And that's the great thing about it. You look across the whole country, they're having these game watching parties. There's
Yeah.
people in Houston right now. They just pull up and they're from Croatia. You get a chance to meet
They're
different
everywhere.
people.
Well, they had
people-
people from Germany in 50-15 acting a fool last
Yeah,
week.
they go
Wow.
everywhere. They was at next door, Sweet Lips, and they came over on his team. The team that had the peak, the country, whatever the country called.
Croatia.
They
Yeah.
were everywhere. They were deep in there.
So
But
that-
the beautiful thing is
that's
about
pretty cool.
Houston, it's like top diverse city. So a
Yes,
lot of
it
other
is. So they're
countries,
just gonna fit
meet,
in.
You know, they fit in and meet people in the country. Yeah.
So the last point about the World Cup, and I'm not sure how into soccer you guys are. I'm a little bit of a soccer nerd, but I feel like that Messi is cementing his legacy as the GOAT all-time soccer. I know we like to think about Pele and some other players, but he scored more goals in the World Cup ever.
So
He
is that
scored
a
5 this
longevity
time.
award?
Huh?
Is that a longevity award?
He's a LeBron
No,
James of
it's
No,
soccer.
because, I mean, you know, when you talk about this in basketball, that's just a longevity award. Nobody matters because he's played longer than everybody else.
No. He ain't playing longer than Ronaldo. Ronaldo's 41, older than him. Has played longer. And a lot of people are saying that he's better than Messi, but Ronaldo's not playing as well as Messi is.
Isn't Messi the first
There are
player
people
to
that
play in
older than
6
LeBron
World
playing.
Cups, something
Yep.
like that?
So he's one of the first players. He's the first player to play in 6 World Cup, but he's also won a World Cup too.
Is that a longevity award most times out there?
No, because he's been playing at a high level the whole time.
LeBron's been playing at a high level the whole time. Y'all just say that's a longevity award, though. Y'all say you got longevity stats.
But when you compare him against, all I'm saying is, name some other guys. You got
Name another
Ronaldo.
guy that played in 6 World Cups.
Ronaldo
You
played
named
in
all
6.
6?
Yeah.
How many is he binding? So he's like Kareem and LeBron, and they like Kareem and LeBron.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but
it's that level of
they're
soccer.
close to the same age. I forgot what
I'm
Messi.
talking about the years, though. The years of
The years how long they
How long they
played.
played?
Kareem
They
and
both have
LeBron.
played a long time. Messi and Ronaldo not together.
I'm saying.
Together. Yeah.
I got you. That's what I'm saying.
So they've both been playing a long time.
Right.
So
Same thing.
I'm just saying.
Carry on.
Carry on.
They like to agree to disagree, y'all. To agree on
They
the same
step brothers.
thing.
We're gonna have a picture of them with their all-star sweaters on.
Can we, before we go, can we talk a little bit college football, NFL? What y'all think about Brett Sorsby? So, you know, they just announced. He thought he was going, he had his little gambling thing, right? Judge said he'd go play a Tech. But he said, I'm just going to go to the NFL supplemental draft.
Yeah.
Well, the
That's what
NFL,
they want him to do.
well, the NFL just announced they're not having a supplemental draft this year.
Wow.
So he can't play in the NFL
I ain't never
or
heard- they've never had for years.
NCAA until next year.
He get a lot of good work out
Got
here.
him.
Won't take no beating. His body will be
Body
fresh.
gonna be fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be a number 1
He ain't
draft
gonna have
pick.
no money to gamble with though. Hey, he thought he was gonna get them
Hey,
NFL
lesson learned.
checks.
Lesson learned.
Yeah.
That boy, if they were gonna give him money to play, they'll give him money to work out.
Yep.
All they're gonna do is sign some endorsement contracts, sign with Adidas, sign with Rydell, sign with somebody like that. You'll see him in some commercial.
And they're gonna get his body rest too.
They get his body arrested, get some workout in. That's all they're gonna do.
I mean, it's not like he was gonna get hit.
But
a lot
I
in
ain't
the
never
NFL.
known them not having a Sacramento draft.
They announced it. We're not doing the supplemental drafts just so you can skirt your rules because you got a gambling addiction.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Politics behind that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Does
That's
that
all.
hurt other people that would have been in the supplemental draft because they want to get him?
He was really the only high pick projected.
Yeah, projected.
You know, they always have some other free agents that try to get in,
Right.
but you know, he was the only one they projected.
Can they sign him as a free agent, undrafted free agent?
No,
Nah.
he
Okay,
can't.
too
You
late.
gotta go through
Yeah,
the
you
draft
gotta go
before you get
to second
signed.
round.
Yeah.
So that's
And he missed the
politics.
draft last year, so
He do better trying to go to Canada, but he gotta wait because the season's already going.
yeah.
Yeah.
I say you work out and get some endorsement contracts, he'll be fine.
Oh, so they didn't confirm. He still got his NIL money from Tech. They can't get his money back. That's crazy. He never played a down for Texas Tech, and they still had to pay him.
Remind me of the
They still pay him.
Pacelio, the offensive lineman, the first player of Texas drafted, made his jersey. Yeah, then went to the bank lab, never played it down.
Who's that? Yeah.
Wow.
That's
crazy.
It just don't seem
You just
right.
got to sign that dotted line.
Hey, man. That's how life works. Some people wake up on the right side of the bed every day, baby.
Exactly. It was just his lucky day.
All right, hey girl, take us out.
All right. Truesdale, let's get the truth moment of the day.
Truth moment of the day. It's about the Brandon Marshall story. Dad made him run 2 miles because he was running off at the mile. He was disciplining him. A lot of people complain about that. I think that's the best thing for him to do because he said if he don't do it, you keep talking, I'm going to make you run 3 miles. People tell me, he should have did that 2 in the morning. Yes, he need to learn that. In college, Miles, you know this, in college, if you miss class, late to class, whatever, they going to get your ass up at 5, 6 o'clock running them bleachers.
Late to class, late to practice, late to
exactly.
anything, bro.
Some guy said, I can see it to him. What's the difference? At the end of the day, he's doing something to get him disciplined, make him a better person.
Yeah.
When he get out there in that real world, being an African-American kid, they're going to bust his head wide open.
Can I add to it real quick? I'm going to finish the thing. Running as a punishment is also good for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did
He's
something
building
that
his
was good for
stamina.
him. He didn't whoop him. He didn't make him stand in the corner. All that punishment that doesn't do anything for you other than punish you, that punishment also helps him out. You know what I mean? Whether he's a football, I don't know if he's a football player or not, but it's good punishment because that punishment, you learned your lesson, but it also prepared you for something else. And I don't have a problem.
Yeah, I mean, because conditioning is a good punishment. Then even busting their butt sometimes people don't realize because I remember a kid mom told every time you mess up, I make them coaches make you stay out to practice and do rolls, all that.
There's a college basketball coach, I can't remember who it is. He doesn't run players for punishment. It's a privilege to run. Your punishment is you don't get to run. I forgot who he flipped it. And so, because like, that helps you out. Like that does nothing but help you out. But you talk punishment, I got to talk to coach West Virginia and Cincinnati. What's his name? Bobby Huggins. And what he does in practice, he puts a treadmill in the corner at like 13 miles an hour, 15 miles an hour. So if you mess up, you got to run for 22 seconds on the treadmill and get right back in the drill.
Yeah.
And then if you mess up again, you get 44 seconds and right back in the drill.
And my thing, my generation doesn't do a good job really discipline kids. There's a lot of coaches out there spoil these kids. They ain't going to take them to the promised land. You got to start somewhere. And that kid going to be real disciplined. If you do your child like that, you're going to be right with his time. So, you know, my thing is ways you do things. And some parents still going to whoop their butt. They don't care if them people come in. Yeah, you ain't your child friend. And this generation, it's tough out here. I tell you, they make it tough. It ain't the kids, it's the parents.
I already agree. I'll say this. I'll let you go to my last thing. A lot of parents want to give their kids everything they didn't have. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you got to give them some stuff you did because you turned out to be all right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it worked.
And sometimes you got to earn things because sometimes I got things I have to earn. You ain't going to just be, you don't want things to be given to you.
So that's. I was sitting with some people a couple weeks ago, and that question came up. It might have been a couple of weeks ago. It might have been last week at one of MAvs establishments that he frequents. We were sitting outside on the patio, and the question came up: are we as adults, parents, grandparents, uncles, cousins, leaders, coaches, preparing the kids to deal with adversity when it comes?
Nope.
So now when the adversity comes, they don't know how to deal with it and they make bad decisions. Not saying that we didn't make bad decisions before, but the flip side is when we made bad decisions, a lot of times we also had in the back of our mind another decision we could make to get out of it.
Yeah.
Just be honest. We all can say we did some stuff that we're not going to admit to because we're able to get out of it. A lot of kids today, they're put in adverse situations and they make bad decisions that have dire consequences and is not good for them. So that's one of the things we want to say it again. It goes uncorrected, and so they think that bad behavior is normal behavior.
So, since you said that, I just got through coaching a basketball tournament in San Antonio this weekend. Huge tournament. I was watching another one of my teams that was in my organization that lost the game. and a parent texts me, terrible game, what happened? And I'm telling you, we as a whole do a bad job of dealing with adversity. Our kids haven't been through enough. Basketball doesn't build character, it reveals it. And that's exactly to your point. Like I just said that 2 days ago. We don't want our kids to be hurt. We don't want our kids to have to go through anything. And they need to go through things while you're there to help them go through it.
Let me tell y'all something. I was at a Little League football game years ago, and the coach didn't like what was going on, so he told the coach, if you keep doing it, I'm gonna pull him. I'm like, why would you pull a kid? How you teach them how to quit?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, my people, we got to get it together. And that's why me and my friend talked the other day, because this Little League football in the black community is horrible. You got this daddy, uncle coaching. They got the old nephews and they starting. They banging the mama out there. And then, I'm at U of H camp last week. It's like some of these parents come out there dressed inappropriate.
Yeah.
It's just we gotta get it together, man.
As a whole, everybody gotta do better.
Yes.
As a whole, everybody gotta do better. Okay, everybody. Well, this concludes the end of the In the Tunnel Sports Media Podcast today, live at On the Rocks on OST every Tuesday at 6 p.m. I'm your host, the It Girl, and I'm here with my co-stars,
Dallas Melvin.
All right.
We here, baby.
And Pat, the Truth Truesdale.
Hey, it's time.
And special shout out again to our guest, the basketball guru, MAvs Anthony.
Better, man. Let me know when y'all come back.
Miles here again.
All right. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to In the Tunnel Sports Media on YouTube.
Push
and we're
that button.
out.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.